Taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll have very good starting field position as he... It's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And you look at this defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the 1st down.
A quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So the Rams hit 6 and 3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, how about the shot there, taking no chances. He is dropped behind the line.
It's a loss of 19 yards. It's
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40 yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now the first carry here for their running back.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards. First down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long run.
No gain on the play that time, but it sets up second and goal. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence is still entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
This is 2nd and 8.
Bronco leading. Here we go. 19 seconds. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're going to look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check. Panther. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
2nd and 6.
Come on. Viking 18. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Smash, smash. 60,
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
ready.
They get this out left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game? Maybe they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
He put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he
he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 2, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And spins away. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt him a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it there.
35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Tag. 19, start. Reload.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Allen. A big play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal of 17-14.
Rams 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Yeah, exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a first carry here for the running back.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
But able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
This has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring it down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. In motion goes the tight end.
Go street. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hawk 70,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 14. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finding space at the 40.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams get a bit closer. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
All right, I see all he want to do is run the ball. So
Yeah, even on that one, there was
that's all he want to
but
do.
it closed there quickly at the end.
Run the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have the range first down as he's getting things up to the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, so we're going to do this right here.
Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Damn!
And some room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA.
Every time I'm making my adjustment, he scored, bro.
Big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Every time I make my adjustments, he scored.
Point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Rams 27.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to lead this first running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, he'll try to run it. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. efforts there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Still going inside the 20.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Bucs are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
47. Rams, 34.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Ready. Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
6. Bronco 80.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it when it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
He'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
19 lock.
1st and 10.
He'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on. Set. Panther 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
70 Timberwolf. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the throw lane too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. I believe it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And